Okay, so now we're ready to attach the VHF and UHF sections together. This has to be done carefully. I flipped this piece over. So this is the part where the downlink thing connects to, and there's little holes in the side here, and there's little places for these to go. You can see the VHF ones are in the bottom here. These are the UHF ones. So what I did is I already loosened this, because you have to take it off to get this in here. So you can just take that off for right now. Won't hurt anything. And then this starts going together like this, but you got to pull these up a little bit when you're doing this. And there's little holes in here that these go into. On my first antenna that I built, I did not have these in the right place, and I had to redo it a second time. So if you see what I'm doing with this, you want to be careful to get these in the right place. If you do, it makes it so much easier later. And then just pull this back until this hole lines up. So what you're going to do is take this piece, come in from underneath, which isn't always the easiest. Does not want to cooperate at all right now. Let's see. There we go. This is where this would probably be easier if I flipped it around now. But you'll be able to see it come through in just a second here. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll flip this around and attach this later. But that's how that goes together. So then once you have that together, you can take this piece here, and you can see there's little pieces in the middle, and there's one on the outside. The middle ones are the UHF, the other ones are the VHF, and it doesn't matter whether it goes this way or this way. It's going to bite into these either way. So you just take this, you put it in here, and there's little tabs on the side. It's important to get those tabs in tight, because otherwise this can pull off when it's on the roof, and then it's a pain to fix. But that's how that connects. These frequently go bad. You end up having to get new ones of these, but that's how it works. So then, the next part that we're going to move on to is the UHF sections get attached. These, just like the other ones, just need to loosen this up just a little bit. Let's see here. There's really not very much to putting this together. There's not a lot of stuff that you have to attach. These are easy to attach. The brace is kind of a pain to get it to go because it doesn't really want to, but it will. So this, I remember how this goes. This goes like this. And it sits in here under two pieces, so it really can't go wrong. And all you really have to do is get this skirt line back up. And as you can see, nothing to it. Now, what I like to do, after I get this far in the installation of this, I don't really want it laying on the ground. In fact, it's going to be kind of impossible to put this next part on. So what I came up with to make this easier is I just pick up the whole thing and put it very carefully. I put it on this piece of pipe that I have here. Of course, I go to show you this and I'm on the wrong side of it, but should have left one of these out when I did this to make it a little bit easier on myself. There we go. Well, you get the idea. Oops. But once I have this thing properly bolted onto here, it'll stay, and it'll give me the ability to put the rest of the parts on without risking bending anything. That's really what this is for. Because ideally, if you can put this together without bending it, it's going to work a whole lot better.
That's just a piece of pipe that you hammer into the ground, or?
Yeah, when I did the other one, I just hammered it into the ground. Because it's so hot today and we're doing this one on the deck, we're just having it stand in that little holder. But you can see the one side is now assembled. And I have to put the bottom piece in. I'll go ahead and get that now. This bottom one goes in exactly like the top one did. Of course, I did not have this set up already to do this. Bear with me just a second. And notice that when you put these together, the directors, I believe these things are what they're called, they go to the inside. So you'll slide this right up inside there. There's a catch for it that it goes on, and you'll see where your hole is for it. It goes in just like the other one did, just like that. And I'll have to go around and tighten all these up, which I'll do off camera in just a minute. But that's essentially, it's assembled, except that I need to put the top brace on. So you can see how big of an antenna it is. But this thing does just an incredible job, and it's well worth the money and the space that it takes up. We'll continue the rest of it in part 3.